One person died in an accident involving a motorcycle and a pedestrian just before 10 p.m. on Friday night in Riley County. According to the RCPD, a Honda Custom motorcycle driven by 19-year-old Cameron Branks of Manhattan was westbound in the 2300 block of Tuttle Creek Boulevard between Kimball and Northfield Drive. The motorcycle collided with a pedestrian, 49-year-old Travell Tolliver of Manhattan, who was crossing the highway. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Riley County EMS transported Banks to Ascension via Christie, and later he was transferred to Stormont Vale in Topeka by Lifestar. He is expected to survive his injuries. A Manhattan man hung his head in shame on Friday afternoon after a Riley County District Court judge announced guilty verdicts on counts of child sex crimes. Tristan Goodenheit, 29 of Manhattan, was convicted by a jury of his peers on Friday afternoon on all 15 counts of sexual exploitation of a child and single counts of a computer crime and interference with law enforcement by tampering with the evidence. Officer Logan Swartz was the state's key witness and reiterated Friday in testimony that while no nude photos of the girl was found on Goodenheit's phone or Google Photos, it was found on his Google Cloud data following a search warrant request that was returned from Google. In closing arguments, Riley County attorney Bethany Fields told the jury that Goodenheit had, quote, preyed on the mistakes of a young girl and boy who had shared nude photos between each other, instead of, quote, mentoring them not to do it. Sentencing in this case has been set for Monday, November 18th at 9 a.m. before Judge Grant Bannister. Despite a request from the state, bond was not revoked, and Goodenheit will be required to register with the Candor Offender Registry. The K-State Alumni Association is preserving the past and planning for the future. The association this year is celebrating 150 years of tradition and hosted an event Friday evening for the community to share in the fun. K-State President Richard Linton started the ceremony off by acknowledging the university's recent increase in enrollment, along with research grants.
Another big effort this year that we're really proud of is the work that we've done with state and federal relations. And this year alone, we amounted more than 10 years accumulated with $137.5 million in support for programs and people at this university.
The K-State band, cheerleaders, Willie Wildcat, and In Accord headlined the festivities to go along with free food, beer, and more. K-State men's basketball coach Jerome Tang joined the main stage and said that the local community has created an environment for success.
And I've got a great group of young men, and they're here because of you, right? Every one of them picked K-State because they love this community and the family environment that they feel, and they love what y'all do in the Octagon of Doom every game night.
The Alumni Association began June 24th, 1874, when K-State was still Kansas State Agricultural College. Riley County Commissioners will vote to approve the 2025 Riley County District Court budget this morning. The budget is worth a total of $189.3 million for fiscal year 2025. That's an increase of around $4.3 million from last year, when the budget was around $185 million. This morning's meeting gets underway at 8:30. Meanwhile, over in Pottawatomie County, commissioners are set to have a discussion this morning on the Wamego burn site. Wamego City Manager Stacy Eicham will lead the conversation on the matter. Commissioners last month held a discussion on expanding the burn site to Pottawatomie County residents. Also on the docket for this morning's meeting is a conversation on renewing a USI. The meeting this morning will get underway at 8:30 in Westmoreland. More on the day's headlines can be found at our website, newsradiokman.com and themercury.com.
RH, quer saber como voar no trabalho? É só usar a Flash. Com a Flash, você concentra toda a gestão de pessoas em um único lugar. Faça a admissão dos colaboradores e solicite mais de 8 categorias de benefícios. Ah, e você ainda pode fazer todo o controle de ponto. Conheça o novo onboarding integrado da Flash em flashapp.com.br.
Desde 2019, a Toyota vem acelerando o futuro, produzindo no Brasil o primeiro híbrido flex do mundo. De lá pra cá, as coisas mudaram. Muitos entraram na tendência que a gente criou. Mas sabe o que não mudou? A confiança do brasileiro na Toyota, que não veio da noite pro dia. Toyota, no futuro há muito tempo. Paz no trânsito começa por você.
I'm Troy Coverdale with your sports update. Avery Johnson passed for 3 touchdowns and ran for a pair as number 23 Kansas State routed Oklahoma State 42-20 on Saturday. DJ Giddens ran for 187 yards and a score. He also had a catch for 22 yards for the Wildcats.
Yeah, the crowd, the fans be going crazy. They be helping the momentum of the game. Like I said, I appreciate the fans. Appreciate the O-line. The O-line was blocking real good today. and that's the reason why I did what I did.
The Wildcats go into their bye week at 4-1. Patrick Mahomes passed for 245 yards and a touchdown. Chiefs over the Chargers in L.A. yesterday, 17-10. Kansas City bounced back after losing wideout Rashee Rice to a potential season-ending knee injury in the first quarter. Kansas City is 4-0 for the first time since 2020. While the American League playoff picture cleared up Sunday, the National League remained muddled, heading into what was supposed to be an off day before the postseason. Baltimore will be at home against Kansas City in the best-of-3 wildcard series starting tomorrow afternoon just after 3. Coverage, of course, on News Radio KMAN. K-State soccer ties UCF yesterday 1-1. Have a great day. I'm Troy Coverdale.